Live from the studio, I'm Jimmy Selesky.
I'm Eric Glazer. And yeah, that was the song that's probably gonna get this YouTube video taken down. Solo Dolo 3.
Yeah, dude. When did that drop? Just
Just this past week.
6 days ago, according to this thing.
Yeah, last Friday. Yeah, 6 days ago.
Yeah, we were bumping MGMT before this because I was watching I was on YouTube, sitting in my house, and I popped this video came up. I've been watching a lot of like music documentaries. We watched like 75 last week.
Yeah. Watched all the fucking not Grateful Dead.
Guns N' Roses. Yeah, Guns N' Roses.
Same shit.
And I was sitting there and this video popped up. It was like, what happened to MGMT? And I was like, that's something I want to know.
Yeah.
So I clicked it and they went through this whole thing. I had heard about it before, but they were basically saying like they came out. You said it earlier today too. You were like, they had those 3 big songs on the album, Oracular Spectacular, Time Number 10, Kids, and Electric Feel. And then they were like, dude, it's too pop. Like, I don't want to make pop music anymore. So then they pretty much just
Let's make fucking alien music next.
Exactly, dude. They literally like went out of their way to make music that nobody wanted to listen to.
It was kind of weird.
And it's like, why did you do that?
I mean, they were fucking like art students, right? They were like art kids.
Yeah, I know,
they
but
probably were like, fuck it. We're popular now. Let's make some fucking weird ass shit.
Yeah.
See if people like force themselves to like it.
That is the thing. I guess a lot of people did try to force themselves to like it. I, for instance, tried to today.
Oh yeah.
So
I remember back in the day when like their second album dropped. I like tried to like it for a little bit because I was like, like other songs were like so weird at first that like I didn't know if I liked them. Let me just keep trying, and then I was just like, I'm just punishing myself.
Yeah, you want to like them because their aesthetic was cool, their name was cool, and you're like, dude, this is a band I want to like. And
also like their old songs were just so good that it was like, all right, there's got to be one in here. Yeah. No, there isn't.
No, not one. You actively tried to not have one. So they went through the whole thing, and I was like, all right. And I woke up super hungover this morning because the Seasons Pizza Christmas party was last night.
Okay.
And so I wake up at 9:15, and I go puffed bacon, which is a thing you can do.
Like raw bacon.
Raw bacon.
Okay, you go puffed
cooked bacon, dude. Just a paper plate with a paper towel and like 4 strips of cooked bacon.
Yeah, overly microwaved bacon.
Specified the texture I wanted. No, I got a pack of raw bacon. I ate the whole thing today. The whole thing of bacon. Yeah. So I'm sitting there with
That's keto.
That's keto, exactly,
That's keto, dude.
Exactly. So,
from my understanding, if anything's keto, even if you're not doing the keto diet, if you eat it in excess, you're being healthy.
Exactly, dude. Even if you also pair it with tons of carbs and other things, it's still keto. You just have to eat way more meat proportionally than whatever carbs you eat.
It balances out.
So I'm eating my keto diet.
I'm eating my full pound of bacon.
and
it's a pound when it's not cooked, okay?
Yeah.
A lot of that fat gets rendered out. That's where the weight is.
Yeah, and then I use that grease to fry up the eggs, dude. It was serious.
Oh, yeah.
So I pop on this documentary, and I'm watching it, and then I was like, all right, fine, I'll listen.
With the amount of bacon, because I've done this too. I've cooked like 4 slices of bacon and had this happen. So I can't imagine a full pound of bacon. You probably have like enough fat in the pan to like deep fry a chicken.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like,
to deep fry a chicken.
So like your egg, you just cracked it in there, I'm assuming, and it was just floating around in the fucking oil getting fried. Dude, yeah, but that shit is good.
Oh,
you just have to like let it. If I do that, I have to like let that shit soak and like not let it fucking
Dude, hold up. Your camera is off again.
Okay.
God damn it. I thought for sure that was going to be the solution to our problem, but I guess not.
Yeah, we'll figure it out though.
Give me 1 second. It was working literally the entire time. Literally the entire time we were sitting here.
Started, yeah.
What should we do? Should we just pop it on the logo, or should I just let me turn it off?
Just turn it off and
let it charge.
Yeah, do something. Later. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah. Also, I got those Christmas gifts coming. Those little dummy battery guys.
Yeah, we got to figure that situation out. But anyway, so we watched the thing. I watched the thing. Me and my bacon watched the thing. We watched it. And I was like, all right, I'll pop on some new stuff. And I get like halfway into one song. and it just put me to sleep. So I was like, I'm going to take a nap. So I don't turn off YouTube, and I go into my room, and it's like blasting. I go into my room. I decide to start taking a nap. And I'm falling asleep, and I wake up like 10 minutes later, and it's still the same song. I'm like, all right, I guess this song's not over yet. Go back to sleep again. 15 minutes later, I wake up, same song.
God damn.
Go back to sleep. 30 minutes later, I wake up, same fucking song is still on. And I'm like, what is going on? What is happening? Finally, I get out of bed. I walk out to the thing, and it turns out the next related video after the documentary was a 4-hour straight seamless
loop
of this one song. I was like, who made this video? Where was the demand? If you don't like any of MGMT's new music, how about one straight hour of one song?
Yeah, to put you to sleep.
I'm literally like, I couldn't even sleep. My subconscious brain was just aware that this song just kept playing, and I just kept waking up. I was like, just heard the same shitty hook over and over again.
Do you remember it? What was the hook?
I don't remember, dude. I know the song was called Little Dark Ages.
Little Dark Ages. So I don't know. It's implanted in my memory, but it's going to be like one of those things where it's like, what do they call those things? Like sleeper cell. You know how in Zoolander, when they play that one song, it like triggers him to kill the ambassador? That song's going to start playing. I'm just going to fucking lose it. Ooh.
Yeah. But I have no clue who decided to make that. Probably them. Probably them.
That was like a big trend a while ago where it was like, you know, like whatever a song was, but for like 9,000 hours, or like Homer falling down the stairs for 24 hours straight.
Yeah, it reminded me of those when Family Guy would do those bits. Remember they would do those bits where the cutaway would just last way too long, and it'd just be Peter sitting there holding his knee for like 5 minutes, and you're like, why?
That's a perfect example, because people have made that, but like, you know, 9 days of Peter holding his knee saying, ah.
But you're just sitting there like, why? I guarantee you it was MGMT, because they were like, you know what? We might as well just lean into this whole people fucking hating us thing.
Yeah.
Make a 1 hour fucking loop.
I'd be curious to how many views that video had. Or, since it's the same song looped over and over again, like, do they only get one royalty for that video? Or is it like, all right, well, we're in that video. Our song plays like 700 times, so you owe us about 3 cents.
Yeah, and no ads either, surprisingly. Every other video I watch is like a billion ads. I want to get YouTube Premium. Do you have YouTube Premium yet?
No. But also, it's like, dude, they're sneaking in double ads now. It's too much.
And it's like, if you don't skip, they give you like the option to skip the first one, and if you don't skip the first one in time, then it goes back to the second ad where you can't skip it again. It's like, dude... It's like, I thought that I would never wind up paying for YouTube Premium, but it's getting to the point now where it's like, all right, dude, fine.
Too much.
I can't handle it. It's literally like watching TV again.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's burning my mind. I slept for like 3 hours, took a 3-hour nap, and it was not satisfying. Your dreams have a lot.
So I turned the song back on. Slept like a baby.
I'm gonna be laying in my bed tonight just trying to sleep. It's like, God damn it.
Just humming it.
I need this song to sleep. And your dreams have so much to do with how you sleep. It's like, I just kept on having this dream for like the whole 3 hours that I just kept losing teeth.
Ooh.
Just losing teeth.
That's such a fucked up dream.
I know. Well, the first tooth I lost was like blue, which I thought was kind of cool. And I remember in my dream, I didn't really mind it. I was like, I didn't really use that tooth anyway.
Yeah.
It was like this one right here.
Oof.
And I lost it. I was climbing in like the rafters of something. I don't know why. I remember I found a Starburst wrapper up there, an orange Starburst wrapper. And I was like, this needs to go. So I climb up into my ceiling, get it, take it back down. And when I come back down.
I just cleaned my room. What are you doing in there?
I come back down and I just like, and I just, I haven't lost a tooth in so long.
Yeah.
It's been so long, but I still remember how it goes. You tongue at it a lot. You're like,
Like, what the fuck?
and I just tongued at this one tooth. And I was like, got it. And it didn't even hurt.
Yeah,
I remember.
But it just like, you felt it sliding out
in
the dream.
And it comes out of my mouth, and attached to the bottom are like broken guitar strings. I guess the guitar strings were my roots or whatever in my teeth. So I pulled it out, and it's a perfectly blue, like gummy bear carnauba wax colored blue tooth. And I was like, don't remember this being in my mouth, but I'm glad it's out now.
Thank God.
And then I was okay with it. I was like, you know what? It's kind of in the back left of my mouth. Like, nobody's going to miss it, you know?
Yeah.
And then I just kept on losing more teeth. Then I lost my bicuspid.
Oof.
And I was like, I remember looking in the mirror and being like, okay, my cheek like comes to here. So I guess I could really afford to lose all these back here before anybody would start to notice.
Yeah.
And then finally, I guess I just got tired of losing teeth and I just woke up.
Yeah. That's kind of weird because I had a tooth dream too, but it was just one of them.
Today?
No, over like the weekend when I was working. We were like, I was staying in that like cabin and outside of Atlanta, and I just remember like I only had like 4 hours of sleep that night, but one of my dreams that like made me wake up in the middle of my sleep because I didn't want to lose any more teeth like you. But like I have like a chip on my front tooth, so I'm always like looking at it, and it, like subconsciously in my dream, it just like kept like getting bigger. Like anytime I looked at it in the mirror, and then I would see it like just falling off like parts of the tooth until it's just completely gone. And then even when I woke up to like work, I was just like, fuck, how am I gonna explain this missing tooth to these guys? I had a tooth last night.
You call out of work. You're like, Joey, I can't come in. I had a really bad dream.
But then I like went into the bathroom to brush my teeth. I was like, oh no, it's there. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. That was a dream.
My teeth forgot how to be brushed. I think because I've had a lot of tooth-related like scares recently. I left my toothbrush up at the farm when I came back from the hunting trip, so I had to get another one. And when I got another one, I accidentally got soft bristles. I usually go for
hard.
I usually go for medium.
Medium, okay.
Because when I don't know what is supposed to happen, like when I don't know the setting I need, I just go right in the middle. It's like, you know, if I get medium, it's not too far off in any direction. So I get soft accidentally because I forgot to pay attention. You only buy a toothbrush or I only buy one like once a year and a half, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Once a year and a half.
Once a year and a half. That's how you say that. And I come home and I'm brushing my teeth and my mouth is just like bleeding profusely.
Ooh.
Like I'm just like spitting. I rinse my mouth and I spit out like pure blood. I'm like, what the hell? This is soft bristles.
It's like getting your gums.
Yeah, and the reason is because apparently I have small teeth. My brother was on TikTok live the other night, and he like went to go make a drink, and there was a bunch of people over, and so I grabbed the phone and I'm like yapping it up with people, and then somebody's like, yo, baby teeth going off right now. And I was like, what the fuck?
Baby teeth.
Baby teeth, bro? And now it's starting to add up because I'm like, oh, that's why my gums always bleed, because my brush is, I'm brushing my gums, dude, because my teeth are so small. And what pissed me off,
Oh, shit.
my brother has smaller teeth than me, dude.
Damn.
I call Dom eel teeth because he's got eel teeth, electric eel teeth. But apparently I have baby teeth, dude.
Damn, dude. Maybe the toothbrush is helping reveal more of your teeth. Maybe your gums are too far down.
I'm just
you need to push them back.
Shaving down my gums.
You need
dude.
to push them back a little bit.
Yeah, like
get
how
more teeth out.
When you get like a manicure and they like push back your cuticles, dude.
Yeah.
I want that for my teeth.
Yeah.
Just get a gum reduction, dude. Can I get a gum reduction?
Hell
Sorry,
yeah.
we don't do that, sir.
That'd be huge for you.
Tooth implants. It was the first time I ever really actually considered like, should I get braces? You know, like, should I? But
I mean,
then,
the braces aren't going to make your teeth any bigger.
That's true. Just make them straighter. Sometimes I think that maybe because they're like going in opposite directions, if I could just straighten them out, they'd be
It'd be huge.
huge. But then it would backfire and I'd get them straightened out. Then my teeth would be way
Dentists
too big.
hate him.
So I was like, maybe I'll just get like veneers or something. But
There
I'm
you
not
go.
doing that, dude. Can you imagine don't they like shave down your teeth like to like a crazy amount before they put the veneers on?
I think in some cases, yeah.
Oh, that would be
Depends on how
terrifying.
bad your shit is.
It would be so like disturbing to know that my teeth are
Wow.
check. That hasn't happened in a while.
Yeah, that was cool
Wow.
though.
Is it still working?
worked.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
It would be terrifying to know that like under my fake veneers, I have
These
these
little vampire teeth.
these fucking
even
gross,
smaller teeth.
even smaller teeth, dude. And then in my dreams, I lose my veneers.
They pop off. My small teeth are showing.
I do remember specifically picking up my blue tooth in my dream after I lost it, and I saw that I had no cavities.
Ooh, there you go.
It was
It's just
completely blue.
completely blue.
And I remember even thinking about you in my dream when I was looking at the tooth and be like, Eric would have had cavities.
Yeah.
Eric would have had them, but not me.
Yeah.
Because I was mad because I knew you still had all your teeth. And I was like, well, you know.
At least I don't have cavities. It may be blue.
Maybe blue, maybe small, maybe missing. But very healthy.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it fell out so easily. No pain.
No pain.
Almost like it wasn't even connected in the first place.
Yeah, dude.
Just lodged in there.
Yeah, dude. Very unsatisfying dream. And it has so much to do with the sleep you get. If I could directly trace back all of my good sleeps.
Well, you just like wake up a little different after that.
Yeah.
You're just like, come on, dude.
It throws off your whole day.
First thing in the morning, I got to remember that blue thing that fell out of my mouth.
Yeah, dude.
I know it wasn't real, but come on,
it always
dude.
takes like a minute for you to register that it's not real life. But then, like, of course, you're still dealing with like the hangover anxiety and depression. So like, when you're hungover, you've exhausted all your, like, I guess, like your happiness endorphins or whatever.
Like
so it's just
dopamine or
impossible to
whatever.
be happy all day.
Yeah.
You know? Especially without any teeth.
Especially when you don't drink
Yeah, especially
in the day.
when you had a terrible dream with a terrible song on an endless loop in the background.
Oh, man.
So, yeah. Well, and that, great day. Great day. I woke up at 9, which was, impressive, and then you fall asleep for 4 hours, but it's like, doesn't count. Doesn't count.
Yeah.
Doesn't count. I've eaten more bacon than I ever imagined I would have eaten. And
I woke up at 9, ordered my GoPuff bacon.
immediately, I don't know what it
Immediately
was.
fell back asleep. It was waiting by my door, very warm.
It's good to know both cameras are off now. I'm going to turn off that other one real quick, too.
Yeah. Know what I bet? Did you like reset the cameras recently? They might just have like a sleep timer that shuts them off or some shit.
I'm saying we'll just fucking bullshit for a while, let it charge.
Yeah.
It's completely charged.
Yeah, I bet there's like a sleep timer that's just like cutting it off because we're not like recording on those anymore.
Yeah, that's got to be what it is.
So it's like, yeah.
What if we turned it on and just started recording?
Yeah, we could do that probably.
I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Now we're fucking thinking.
Yeah.
Tell them about Red Bull Zero, dude.
Yeah. So this podcast is brought to you by Red Bull Zero and 7-Eleven gummies. The only gummy that has a gamer gummy. And what that is 7-Eleven gamer gummies are energy drink flavored gummies. That's right, guys. The great taste that you love when you drink energy drinks, you're drinking it for that great taste and not the benefits of the caffeine or guarine or whatever the fuck's in there. You can you can eat these gummies, get that same great vitamin taste, none of the effects. So 7-Eleven gamer gummies, balance it out with a nice Red Bull Zero. This is straight from the clouds, dude.
Red
you need
Bull
those
Zero,
wings.
baby.
You need these clouds.
Yeah, you came in, you were like, I got you an RB. And I think naturally the first guess would be root beer, right?
That's root beer.
Root beer. And I was really worried you got me the kind with sugar in it. Because then I would have had to be polite and drink it. I can't do it.
I'm watching my weight as you're shoveling that wrap into your face.
Yeah, dude.
That was it was a wrap. It wasn't a sandwich.
It's a wrap. I try to convince myself that it's healthier. I just really couldn't decide what I wanted. I knew I wanted to eat. I knew I
feel
wanted
like it's
to,
healthier.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's less carbs, but it's not that much less carbs.
Yeah.
It's kind of like one of those things where I just assumed all my life.
Also, what was in it? Was it like fried chicken or some shit?
No.
Okay.
Roast beef, and I got lettuce, tomato, mayo, onions, and hots.
There you go.
And they said it comes with fries. And I was like, dude, you gotta give me chips. That's a pet peeve of mine. Is I feel like it should be standard practice that a cold sandwich gets chips, a hot sandwich gets fries. You know what I mean? Like a hot sub. A tuna sub shouldn't come with fries, dude. Who eats?
I might argue with you here, just because I like fries that much that sometimes when I'm at a place and it is like, I mean, this is the worst case scenario, but if you're going to a place that you're getting a hamburger and it only comes with chips, tell me you want chips with a burger?
Of course not.
I'm saying if you're offering a sandwich, fries all the time, but with the option of chips, which I think they gave you that.
They should always have the option. I'm just talking about standard practice. I'm not
I don't
saying
like
that,
chips forward as a standard practice, though. Because if you're in a place that has a fryer, I expect to get fries instead of chips. Because if you're bringing me out chips and you have fucking, chicken, if they're bringing all the food out at once and it's not even marked on the menu that you get chips instead of fries, you bring me out a fucking burger with like a bag of chips or just like a cold cut with a bag of chips and someone gets chicken tenders and fries next to me, I'm gonna be fucking pissed off, dude. Yeah. I want the fries.
No, I'm with you. Obviously, fries are better. I'm not a chips guy at all. You'll never see me just buy a bag of chips, even on its own, as a snack. It's, in my opinion, it is the epitome of like just useless calories. It is pure junk food.
That's like the
only
if
thing
I think of junk food, it's chips.
Yeah, chips. And gummies aren't that much better, but
they're not much better. But hey, man,
gummies are only standard. You can't get gummies as a side order with a sandwich, dude.
Exactly.
But I'm just saying, in common practice, I'm not saying that if you get a cold sandwich, you can't be given the option. I'm just saying that as common practice, burgers should automatically come with fries. When you go to certain restaurants and they have the chips come with fries and you got to specifically ask, I think that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
But on the same token, I think it's equally ridiculous when you get a cold cut sub and it automatically comes with fries. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have the option. I don't want to take that away from. I'm not saying that it should be illegal.
Walk out of here right
illegal.
Now. I'm walking. I'm going.
Under no circumstances should you be allowed. I'm just talking about across the board. I think these things. Just to me, they make sense,
Okay.
But Towson Diner, I wanted to get pasta salad, but they didn't have that.
Oh, you got that from Towson Diner?
Yeah.
Oh,
I get to-go food from Towson Diner all the time. I don't even know the last time I sat in there,
I don't think they're open. Probably for inside.
They definitely are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there were people sitting in there. I think I was there probably like last year or something like that. But I had one of those moments where I really couldn't decide what I wanted. I got in kind of a Twitter tiff with a friend of mine. Not like a real argument, but I was angry. And she said, "There's no good food in Towson." And I was like, how could you say that?
Yeah.
Like, how could you literally say that? And so I listed off all the things. I was like, Fodat Tan lunch and dinner special. That's like a fucking sleeper cell good lunch special.
Sure.
You get the 3 meats with the rice. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I said Fodat Tan. She was like, I don't like pho. I was like, you don't have to fucking like pho. Do you like good meat and rice?
Yeah.
And then
like Vietnamese food.
Yeah. And then she said, so I listed off, I said San Sushi too, Towson Best, Seasons Pizza, obviously.
Yeah.
Sarku Japan.
Yeah, in the mall.
It's
great.
And Rofo.
Also, red pepper is fucking delicious.
Red pepper, I haven't been there yet.
It's fucking good.
I'll tweet that out tonight.
It's like
by the way,
it's like Towson Best on steroids.
Damn, you're saying it's better than Towson Best?
I'm saying they're not the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Like red pepper is like strictly like Szechuan food.
Okay. I should have said Szechuan House too, although that's not in Towson. It's close enough. But so I listed those off, and she replies back and goes, I don't like pho. Paisans was the real deal. Rofo, there's not even a Rofo in Towson. Sarku's in the mall. And Sushi Hana is better than San Sushi. Every single one of those things made me very
shut down.
Made me mad. I was like, first of all, people always say Sushi Hana is better than San Sushi too.
I don't think so. She didn't say shit about Towson Best.
No, oh, dude, I left that part out because she went the most in on Towson Best. She said,
"You're trying to save me."
I was trying to save you. I already let you down with this fries talk, dude.
Oh my gosh! What'd she say about Towson Best?
She said Towson Best hangs their meat on the roof to dry. It's disgusting.
Shut up.
And I was like, so I went back and I was like, first of all, there is a Rofo in Towson. That goes without saying.
Yeah.
She said there's no Rofo in Towson on Slevin. And I didn't know if she meant Stevenson, as in Stevenson Lane, where the Rofo is, or Slevin as in 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I don't
It was a very consequential typo that, like, I didn't know what she meant. So I was just like, what are you talking about? Sarku is in the mall. How is that? Who cares?
Yeah, the Towson Mall.
Yeah, is the mall a different zip code or something I'm unaware of? Pretty sure the mall still counts, you know?
Yeah.
And then she said Paisans better than Seasons, which obviously for me is going to be the biggest blow.
But also it's like, okay, so you liked the other Greek fucking pizza place better.
Yeah.
And also, hey, guess what? Fucking Johnny Paisan moved over to Seasons.
I told her that.
Shit. Yeah.
I told her that, dude. I was like, first of all, they had better subs, but the pizza wasn't even close. And then I said, the owner I said he still works at Paisan. I mean, works at Seasons now. He doesn't, but I wasn't gonna be like he used to. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to win this argument.
Yeah, you're trying to win.
I'm trying to win, so I lied a little, fudge some of the facts a little bit, add some stuff in there, you know.
Yeah.
So I was like, and he works at Seasons, and I love Johnny Paisans. I loved going to Paisans late night, but the running joke that we always had as Seasons employees was that we were the Krusty Krab and they were the Chum Bucket.
True.
And again, I don't want to cast any shade on Paisans. I loved Paisans, but that was the joke. Like, they were like the takeout late night place and we were like the nice place, Yeah. And with Towson Best, I obviously fucking lost it because I was like,
yeah, dude, come on.
We even talked about it before on the podcast. Like, people need to dry meats. Like, what's the difference if you dry it on a roof or in your window or on your laundry machine or like
also,
in your dryer?
Like, I think it probably got way misconstrued. Like, I don't think it even happened. Like, everyone's saying it even happened.
There was a picture.
But all I'm saying is I trust Towson Best with my stomach.
Yeah, it was a deep fake. It was taken out of context. The picture was taken out of context.
I think it was just taken out of context.
So, and then obviously the San Sushi 2 thing. There's just certain things that just bug me. And that saying that San Sushi 2 isn't good is another thing that bugs me because I really think they're good,
Yeah.
And Sushi Hana, I went there once when I was 18, thought it was too expensive, probably because I was 18 and didn't have any money.
Yeah.
But I haven't gone back since.
Yeah.
And I will. I'll go back.
I mean, it's too expensive.
When I fucking save up money.
I think it's too expensive and it's not worth it.
It's
not the extra level up from any of the other shit around. It's the same shit. It's just more expensive.
Exactly. It's like you pay more to get the same shit. Like,
you pay more for the atmosphere that you can't even sit down in anymore because it's all carry out.
Now, granted, sushi is definitely one of those things that, like, there's a big difference between good sushi and bad sushi.
Yeah, it comes down to the person preparing it, but, like, it's not like they have, like, a master sushi chef and the other places just have some random Japanese dude,
Yeah.
It's definitely a situation where it's all probably the same fucking people that trained together, but now they just don't work at the same place. They just each head their own shit.
There's like, you can get, like, I got sushi from Safeway once, and it was like the worst fucking thing ever. Mm-hmm. Actually, my ex got it, and I remember it like spurred an argument because I was like,
that was the last straw.
That was the last straw. We stopped dating after that because I was like, I can't believe you just got sushi from Safeway.
Yeah.
We could have gotten a rotisserie chicken and walked around the store eating it while shopping. That's what civilized people do.
Yeah.
Not get Safeway. I consider getting grocery store sushi lower than eating a rotisserie chicken with your hands walking around with a cart.
During COVID.
I consider it lower. She didn't. And that's why we're not together anymore.
There's also just like some grocery stores have good prepared food, but also it's like it's few and far between. And when you're getting something like sushi, it's like you gotta at least get it from like a sushi restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Like, never want to trust gas station sushi, at least in America, or at least where we are in Baltimore. It's like you don't want to be fucking eating sushi that's been sitting in the like middle strip of Rofo all day. Yeah, like
it's got to be.
I know it's been kept cold, but also it's just been fucking sitting there, dude.
Yeah, it's obviously got to be made fresh. But the thing is like the levels of sushi are so clearly pronounced and they're so broad. So it's like shitty sushi is like gas station, grocery store, 7-Eleven, obviously out of the question. Yeah. Mid-tier sushi. It's like, unless you're literally going to Japan and getting it made by a fucking actual sushi chef, I think all sushi in that mid-tier range is the same. Like Towson Best, Sushi Hana, San Sushi 2, even if you go downtown to like Azumi or something like that, or some of the ritzy ditzy, it's like, it's all mid-tier fucking sushi, you know? Yeah. So to say one is better than the other, it just really ticks me off.
It really is all the same shit.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe there's something like in the preparation or the quality of ingredients, like in a bigger thing like Azumi or something downtown. But at the end of the day, dude, you're just eating fucking raw fish, and you're kind of just, you're not really sitting there savoring the flavor. You're kind of just like, all right, pop it in, chew, swallow. All right, let me get the next one.
Yeah.
Kind of just bulldozing through it.
I eat it to get full. I think it's the best food to get full without being too unhealthy. It's just rice and fish and gallons of spicy mayo. Love spicy mayo. I actually got sriracha from my last grocery trip for the only purpose of not having to pay a full fucking extra $1 to get spicy mayo from Towson Best when I order.
Nice.
Because I just make it with mayo and sriracha,
Yeah.
little pepper, salt, a little squeeze of lemon juice. It's perfect. They charge a whole fucking $1 for it. I was like, I'm stocking up my own fucking shit, dude.
Yeah,
You're running me dry out here.
Just make it like, make a big batch of it in like a fucking mason jar and keep it in your fridge.
I'm thinking about it. But anyway, so at that point, I kind of thought like I clearly won this Twitter debate,
Of course.
for all the one other person that saw it, because nobody follows me on Twitter, which is why I just beef with people that have followers, but not real beefs. Just this type of beef.
Not real followers.
Not real followers. So then she just retorts back and goes, okay, well, what's the best bar food in Towson? I'll wait. And at first I was like, CVP is pretty good. I feel like I could have said CVP and a lot of people would have my back. I know Dan loves CVP food. We just went to brunch at CVP. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
CVP is a safe answer. Then I thought Rec Room. But I think Rec Room tries a little too hard sometimes. They kind of like went a little too artisanal. It's like, dude, I'm at a bar. I'm not trying to get like a flat, round steak, whatever. I don't even know what they're called. Like, if I don't know what the hell I'm dealing with at a bar, it's too much. But then I said, no, I'm not fucking saying those answers.
The point.
I said seasons.
Oh,
I fucking said seasons. I said literally seasons.
Damn.
Bring it. I know everyone that sees
it. It is a bar.
It's a bar.
It's a bar.
And it has better food than all those places I just listed.
And they're not trying too hard.
Exactly. They're trying just hard enough.
Staples.
Yeah, Seasons doesn't have to try hard. They got great ingredients. They have
better pizza, better ingredients, Seasons pizza.
You know how it goes. Everybody knows how it goes. So, yeah, I said that, and she didn't even reply. So either...
No, of course not.
Like, that doesn't even warrant a response?
No.
Why? Because it's not cool to like Seasons. It's never been cool to like Seasons. Yeah. I feel like I made it not cool to like Seasons because all of our friends would be like, dude, Seasons fucking sucks when I work there.
I don't know. We like it now, though, I feel like.
Yeah, because I stopped working there.
Oh, yeah. It does kind of line up.
You're like, all right, we can admit we like Seasons now. But I fucking said it, dude. And I don't care if no one has my back on that one, dude. I'm taking that to my grave.
Nah, Seasons is pretty good, dude. I just don't have access to it anymore. Even though I think I do. I just haven't tried the delivery all the way down to me yet.
You can definitely do it. I just had to pop some more energy flavor in my mouth. My Red Bull's all done, so I was like, all right.
I need that flavor.
It awakens some kind of like subconscious response, like a placebo effect. My body's like, well, you just ate something that tastes terrible. I guess we should get fucking amped up a little bit.
Just fucking wake up. Why not?
Wake up. I was, how often do you think people fall in the shower?
Ooh, I think about that a lot. Anytime I have to wash one of my feet in the shower, and I have my leg up and I'm soaping up my foot and the bottom of my foot and shit.
That's how it happens.
It's I just have to stay there and try to at least wipe the soap off the bottom of my foot before I put it back down.
Yeah.
And then you always have to give it the slide test. Be like, all right, is this gonna go anywhere? And then if you have a decent grip and you get the rest of the soap off, then you got to do the other one. But yeah, it's a scare every time. It sounds like you had a shower fall.
I had a shower scare that brought me to God, but I didn't fall. I almost fell. Now I have fallen.
Those
in the shower.
ones where you almost fall though, that gets you in fucking line.
It's terrifying to know that it's something that most people do every day. And it's probably the most physically dangerous part of every person's day is taking a shower.
Yeah.
It's got to be. What do you do on a daily basis that's more dangerous?
Maybe cooking if you cut yourself or burn yourself, but no, the physical hurt.
Yeah.
That's That's like the worst you can get hurt by yourself in your own place.
And it's not like a cool way to get hurt either. Like, at least if you cut your finger cooking, it's kind of like, it's not cool, but it's people are like, that sucks, dude. That's understandable.
Yeah.
But like, if you like start walking around on crutches and people are like, what happened? And you're like, I tried to soap my foot in the shower. I can't walk anymore.
Yeah, my shoes have been smelly recently, so I was really trying to just clean my feet.
Deep clean my feet, dude.
And yeah.
It sucks, dude.
Hit my L6 paralyzed from the waist down.
I displaced my entire spine. It's all fucking over the place. It's all over.
I'm double jointed now, not by choice.
Yeah,
what
dude.
I mean by that is my back bends this way.
Yeah. I actually can stand up straight now. I have great posture thanks to my fall. But yeah, so I'm sitting in the shower and I'm like, you're in this wet porcelain, like they literally pick the slipperiest surface you could imagine.
Yeah. And those shower mats never fucking work.
And you don't want one. Nobody wants a shower.
They
I
always
hate
feel
those
weird.
things.
They get dirty. It reminds me of like a hotel or some shit, like back in the day, like Ocean City.
We did, the shower mats, no way. I don't care, maybe when I'm like 80 and it's a real actual threat to my existence.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to keep trying to shower. I don't foresee my shower routine changing at any point unless I get a back brush.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One of those things. I really want one of those because I feel like that's like classic shower.
I
Like
bet
when you watch a cartoon.
that would help you with the foot situation too. Because then you would wash it lower to the ground and you'd be able to kind of catch yourself quicker. Because I think one of the troubles is you have to fucking... You're like, I'll do it for the camera, but you're fucking standing up. Or the camera's not on. The cameras aren't on. But you like stand up and you fucking... It looks like you're about to go into like crisscross applesauce in midair with your foot up there, trying to get the bottom of your feet in between your toes, all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just fucking... That's like hanging air in Tony Hawk too long.
Yeah,
And if you don't stick the landing, you just fucking break your back, dude.
Wipe out, dude.
Wipe the fuck out.
I just had an idea while I was standing up because it brought me back to showering. And you know how like when you go to some people's houses, they have the thing that like where you can like wipe the mud off your boots with like the brusher thing mounted on the floor? What if you had one of those for the shower? Like a mounted brush thing on the ground. You just squirted some soap in there and just fucking scrubbed your feet on that.
Yeah.
That would save a lot of lives, I feel like.
That would save time. But also, if you lathered up too much, maybe it would be a hazard too.
What if you made your entire shower floor out of a brush type material?
Or, ooh.
Like a carpet. What if you had a carpet? Is that doable?
What about just having like a big shaggy bathroom mat?
Or
But
just a big
in the shower.
shaggy bathroom. The
Yeah,
whole
true.
bathroom, dude.
Fully carpeted, floors, walls, ceiling.
That would solve all the
Bathroom.
problems, dude. Because you could literally just
Your
like
entire room would get soaked with the humidity.
your entire room, instead of like using a loofah, your whole shower
Just
is a
rolling
loofah.
around.
Yeah, you just like go put
And
your back against the
it
wall.
never gets cleaned.
Never gets cleaned because you
It's
clean
always
it.
soaking wet and moldy.
The shower cleans you, but you clean the shower as well when you're
True.
scrubbing it back, you know?
True.
So either you both just consistently get dirtier or you get consistently cleaner.
Scratch your back,
only
I'll scratch mine.
One way to find
That's
out.
what I tell my wall every shower.
Your wall's like, this is a very one-sided relationship we have. You have never scratched my back. Yeah, dude. I'm nervous. I'm scared because when you are conscious of danger, you typically avoid it. You know, like when I'm driving and I've just had a driving scare where like somebody beeped at me and it made me think about my entire existence.
Yeah, and then you like drive good for the next like 3 days.
Yeah, I'm an
and then
amazing-
instantly you're like, this motherfucker in front of me is too slow. So then you just go back right to it.
Yeah, dude. You just had to get triggered in the opposite direction.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, fuck this, dude. I have nowhere to be, but I got to get there quick.
Yeah, it's like you switch the good driver switch on, but it's like there's a timer activated for it switches back off.
Yeah, after I had my big accident where I slid off the road at 80 miles per hour in the rain, I've driven so safely. But
Good.
it's the same thing. Like, I know it was good. It's definitely a positive change I made in my life. But like, I'm really actually thankful today that I almost fell, because now, at least for the next like 2 weeks, I'm gonna be really careful in the shower.
You're just gonna be really dirty. You're not gonna take showers anymore.
Really, dude, when's the last time you shower? Like, don't talk about it, dude. I'm scared. What if I just became a bath guy, dude?
Ooh.
Nobody wants to become a bath guy, dude.
They're comfy though.
That is the safer alternative, although there's plenty of ways to die in a bathtub. You know, you could
Asleep.
you could fall asleep, you could accidentally
Fill it up too high
Yeah.
and drown.
up and drown. If you don't know how to swim, you drown in your bathtub, dude. Or you, for some reason, in every movie, drop a hairdryer in it. Apparently, that's a good way to go. That's like such
I know
a
you're always drying your hair while you're soaking
while
wet
wetting
in the bathroom.
Who was doing this? You'd think they're like opposite, dude. But that's like one of the classic. There's like a bunch of rules that have been laid out for people in life. And one of them is obviously the don't use a hairdryer in the bath. And it's like, okay, I won't. And the other one is don't run with scissors.
Yeah.
And it's like, why would I be running with scissors? How often do people run with scissors that somebody decided to make like a life, like that's like one of the first things you learn. I feel like that's like the lesson number 4 in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Don't run with scissors.
I mean, you need that lesson in kindergarten for sure.
I don't know, dude. You don't even use scissors when you're an adult.
We already had like the round tip scissors at that point, so like it wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, they were run safe, dude.
Yeah.
Also, lefty scissors. You remember lefty scissors?
Mm-hmm. I never used them though.
I was using my
Righty tighty, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I used scissors right-handed, even though I wrote with my left hand, because lefty scissors just didn't work. I tried them with my left hand; they don't work.
Well, yeah, if you're already used to it in one way, then you're like, why would I learn this way if I'm not good at it right away?
I was using my Manscaped trimmer. I still have yet to get a charger for it, so it's completely dead. So lately, my past
is it a righty or a lefty?
The trimmer?
Yeah,
it's a lefty, dude. I got a left-handed trimmer from Manscaped, dude. I'm left-handed, but I'm right bald, so that works.
Right bald.
Right bald.
I think I'm right bald too.
I feel like I'm right bald. Definitely right bald.
You're saying like your right one's a little bigger than the left one?
No, I just feel like it's my dominant ball. Like I'm left-assed. I feel like I'm left-assed for sure. But I'm right-legged. My right leg is where it's at.
I'm right-legged.
I'm right-legged, but left-assed.
Okay.
And definitely...
know what I bet that is? So you probably always start walking with your right foot, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're just standing and you're just kind of like leaning your weight on one foot, I bet it's your left one.
Dude, it is my left one.
And that's why your cheek's bigger, dude. It's always flexing.
I don't know if it's that my left cheek is bigger. It's just
muscular, more muscular.
It's just more like it's just more dexterous. It's more dexterous.
It's more flexible.
Like if I had to do something like technical with my ass, I'd lean on my left cheek more.
Yeah, your left cheek has an opposable thumb.
That really was what a tail is, dude. It's a thumb for your ass.
Kinda.
Kinda. I mean, kinda.
How else? I need my tail for my left cheek. I don't even know where to go with that.
But yeah, dude, actually, now I think about it, I guess, I do always start. I don't even think about starting walking.
Yeah.
Like if I'm just standing and then somebody's like, yo, come here. And then at that moment, you're like, I got to start walking.
Yeah.
But you never think about it. You just go. And it's like, but you naturally use your right foot.
Naturally use your right foot. Right foot forward.
Right. Nobody says put your left foot forward, dude.
No one says
because that would mean that's like don't use a hairdryer in the bathtub. Don't run with scissors.
Put your right foot forward.
Put your right foot forward. And that's what we got so far.
We need one more.
These are life lessons. Let's see. What's another thing people always say to do? You know what? I'm definitely left-eyed.
Left-eyed. Interesting.
I'm all over the fucking boards.
I forget how to do it, but like it's like if you hold a finger up and it's like when you're looking at it with both eyes open. So I think I'm right-eyed. So when I close my left eye, it looks the same. But if I close my right eye, it like jumps a little bit. you know? So I think that's how you tell.
Oh, shit.
And that's how you're supposed to, like, pick which eye you use when you aim down sights.
Dude, I might be perfectly even on my eyes.
Really?
Oh, no, it's moving a lot this way now. But which one's right, you know? Like,
Well,
which one's
like
correct?
when you have both eyes open, look at it. So both eyes are open. And if I close my left eye, my finger doesn't move. It just stays there. And my right eye, that means my right eye is dominant. But if I close my right eye, it's like my finger like jumps over a little bit, you know?
Well, anyway, I was trimming my balls with right-handed scissors
Okay.
with my left hand.
Ooh, right-handed scissors, left-handed manscape.
Yes. That way I can do both at the same time. Get the trim.
Just Edward Scissorhands your pubes.
I didn't think it was possible. I didn't think you could trim your pubes with scissors.
With
but
scissors?
You can.
That's what I
Totally
used to do all the time.
It's a much more involved process, but it kind of brings
Yeah.
you closer to your balls. Like,
I mean, that was like my main thing when I didn't have all these fancy electric shavers. I'd rather use scissors than like straight up like a face razor because that was petrifying.
yeah.
Taking the 4 blades to my sack. That's just no good, dude.
Yeah, dude. So
But yeah, so you'd like, you know, like you give a little kid a haircut and you like put your, I mean, I've never done it, but I can imagine because I was a little kid getting a haircut.
Yeah.
But they'd like put your you know, their fingers through your hair and like hold up a chunk of it above their finger. So I do that with my ball hair. I'd like gather it all and like have it stick up. So like my ball would be pressed up against the underside of my hand and then the hairs would stick up the top. And then I'd just take the scissors to it like a little boy's head. Just like give myself like a finger width, you know, haircut
finger length.
for the balls.
Yeah, dude, I got too confident. I got a little cocky with it, and I cut my leg.
Cut your leg?
Cut my leg because I was like outlining it, dude. I was trying to do like a taper, but I like totally just like snipped and like nipped my leg. It was like bleeding, and my only thought was, "Oh my god, I'm so glad that wasn't my ball sack."
True.
That was another scare, dude. Like that was scary, dude.
God damn.
Terrifying.
You cut your ball sack and the little blue thing falls out.
Talk about getting blue balled, dude. Oh, Jesus. But I was getting too, like, you know, I like to, you know how, like, when you're cooking and sometimes you want to feel like a real chef? You want to do the fucking pan flip thing? I wanted to be like a classic barber where I was like, just like
doing the meat spin, cutting around it,
just fucking going in, and then I
doing
realized
like the 5 finger
tiddlywinks,
yeah.
tiddlywinks with my
Your
balls.
ball hair.
No, look, I'm not looking. And it, I mean, God's been on my side this week, dude. As much as I've had scares, I haven't really had anything terrible happen this week. God has really been on my side, dude. He's watching out for my balls, watching out for my falls.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, man.
Couldn't think of anything else he's watched out for me today.
God closes a door, but he opens up the inside of your leg with a pair of scissors while you're trimming your nuts.
It's just a little wink from God.
Yeah. Just a little wink from God. Ding.
God's probably left-eyed for sure. Once the camera's back on. I think the cameras...
Let's take a little break for a second.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to pee. I'll turn off power settings on the camera.
Yeah. See if we can do something
then,
about that.
Yeah.
There's got to be something going on with it.
Something's going on. I was about to go in on that. I forgot.
About her. It's too stoned. Nintendo.
Oh, it's Too Stoned. I thought it was Tombstone Nintendo.
Oh, dude.
That's why I thought it was the Tombstone pizzas. I didn't know they were saying Too Stoned.
Dude, I literally cannot believe you thought that it was talking about Tombstone pizza.
I thought it was talking about Tombstone. Tombstone Nintendo. I was like, yeah, I like frozen pizza and playing video games. That's sick.
That's why when you said that, I was like, Eric, what are you talking?
Yeah.
It's Too Stoned, dude.
Too Stoned, dude. I mean, but I literally just right now realized it was Too Stoned and not Tombstone. I've been saying Tombstone this whole time. Tombstone, Nintendo.
The whole purpose of the song is to try to make this guy seem like a dick. And if he's eating Tombstone pizza, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's ingratiating. That's endearing.
Exactly.
He's got to be too stoned.
Too Stoned, Nintendo. Okay, I get that now. See, I do a lot of those with songs. I remember my dad used to listen to this one Ian Hunter song, like Dead Sea Scrolls.
Yeah.
Like the actual thing that everyone knows about.
Yeah.
Dead Sea Scrolls. But I always thought it was Dead Sea Squirrels because he's like British.
Totino's pizza rolls?
Totino's pizza rolls.
Is that what he's saying?
Dead Sea Squirrels, dude.
Dead Sea Squirrels.
I thought because you're listening to the song and you're trying to like make the video in your head and you're like imagining like the story that's going on. I'm like, damn, there's a lot of squirrels under here. There's a lot
see the video?
Waterlogged squirrels at the bottom of the sea.
You'd think they'd be alive because they're sea squirrels, dude.
They're dead, dude. They're dead sea squirrels.
I feel like the only sea squirrels there are the dead ones, dude, because there's no such thing.
Hey, if I see a squirrel, it's dead, if you know what I mean.
See, I at least get the first one, the Tombstone Pizza, because it's like, I could see that kind of fitting in. He's like a stoner.
Nintendo. I didn't even know he was a stoner. Tombstone canceled out Too Stoned for me until right now.
Until listening to you, you're like, I like this guy, dude. I don't understand why they're spending the entire song
straight
shitting
edge,
on this guy.
Straight edge dude, just fucking eating pizza and playing video games.
Dude. No drugs, no nothing.
Nothing.
Good guy.
No funny business.
What's the problem with
Why
his
are you
girlfriend?
so mad about him dating the girl you like?
Yeah,
he sounds
dude.
cool.
Yeah, he sounds like a good guy.
This kind of sounds like the kind of guy I am.
Well, that's good. I like that. I like that you figured that out. At least with that one, it kind of makes sense. The Dead Sea Squirrels, like, I don't even know why your mind would go to that.
I was a little kid, dude.
Right.
I was trying to make sense of it myself. I remember even the song came on one time and I was like, Dad, why is he talking about Dead Sea Squirrels? And he was like, nah.
Doesn't your dad run up your Spotify on Ian Hunter? That's like
Yes,
I don't even know
he
who that
does.
is, dude.
He's like a old British like singer. He was like he's the England Todd Rundgren of the time.
I thought Todd Rundgren was from England.
I don't think so.
I assumed everybody that made music in the 80s was from England.
No, he was an American dude. I forget where he was from, but he was more of like a producer back in the day, and then he made his own shit.
Good to know.
I don't know about Ian Hunter though. I just know like probably like 5-10 of his songs just from like hearing them on road trips and shit.
I just realized it's the first time that it snowed in like 3 years, I think, right? It hasn't snowed in a very long time.
Right?
And
yeah,
I
don't even think it even snowed last year, right?
It didn't. It didn't.
That's crazy.
And I didn't believe it was going to snow this year. When people were saying, "Oh, it's going to storm tomorrow," I was like, "It's rigged. It's a fraud. This weather's fake news."
I forgot it snowed when. I mean, we talked about doing the podcast yesterday, and then we ended up not doing it because it did like rain later on in the night, and it got like fucking icy.
It's sleeted.
Yeah, it sleeted.
Real freezing rain is probably the coolest shit. I mean, not if you're driving.
Sounds crazy.
It's literally like, why isn't it frozen? Why is it freezing but it's not frozen?
It's freezing on contact.
It's unbelievable, and it like literally it's just like I imagine it's what like Mr. Freeze had when he would like freeze stuff. That was frozen. That was freezing rain. He just,
probably.
And ice everything. It's unbelievable. Sleet is different. Sleet is like mini hail, and there's regular hail, which is like unreal.
Yeah.
And
especially
then,
when it like happens in the middle of the summer and it starts hailing.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on, dude?
Hail could happen whenever, dude.
Yeah.
It doesn't randomly snow in the middle of summer, but hail, you never know when you're getting hail, dude.
Yeah.
It could be fucking July. But I think it did like every single... I think that was... Yesterday was the definition of a wintry
trying
mix.
out the new weather machine.
Yeah.
Let's try all the winter mixes.
We took off last year.
Dude, it went from like small ass snowflake to like the biggest snowflakes I've ever seen.
Yeah,
they were like quarter-sized snowflakes falling.
And did you ever hear that myth? I don't know if it's a myth, but they would always say once the flakes start getting really big, it means it's almost done snowing. Is that true?
I'm not
would always
sure.
say that.
I know it's like, I know it's a thing where like, big flakes, it looks like a lot's coming down, but they're kind of spread out. But like what you got to worry about is like when it's just snowing fast as shit and it's all tiny flakes, because that'll build up the fastest.
Shit adds up. It kind of makes sense when you think about it, because if you think about like during the summer, it rains pretty much every day at a certain point. Like most days it'll rain, but only for like 30 minutes. It'll be like this torrential downpour and then done. But like once you start getting to like during the spring, however, it's like it'll just rain for like a week straight.
Yeah.
Like April showers, just rain. And it's never like a big summer storm, like fucking flooding and shit. It's just like constant
thunder,
rain.
lightning.
So I feel like with the snow, it's like when the flakes are big, I feel like that's the snow equivalent to like the heavy downpour. But the heavy downpours don't last. When I feel like the small flakes is like an April
when it's
shower.
like just sounds more menacing too.
Yeah, and it looks.
So when it's snow, it's like, oh, dude, that looks sick.
Does it ever lightning in snow?
I don't know. That'd be cool though.
I can't even picture it. I feel like why not? Does it even have lightning in the winter? Does lightning happen in the winter?
I don't know. Because usually in the summer, a lot of like the lightning at night is like heat lightning.
Yeah. Well, it needs heat, right? People always say it was two clouds rubbing together.
Two clouds rubbing together?
It's not what it is.
Yeah.
Why do people make up? I don't understand why so many things throughout life is just people making shit up, and then you have to spend the next 10 years of your life unlearning all the made up shit.
Yeah.
It's like, why do you even bother telling me that it's two clouds rubbing together? You might as well just tell me it's fucking Zeus at that point.
Yeah, or it's like, oh yeah, that's how we get our power for the house.
Yeah.
Or like, we're just getting our electricity for the month, Jimmy. Don't worry.
Exactly. If you're gonna lie to me, well, I feel like that's not a lie. That's just an example of our parents not knowing what it is. Or like watching a cartoon. I feel like I got that one from a cartoon where it's like I see like a cloud here and then a cloud there and they like bump into each other and then lightning happens. I'm like, that's how lightning happens.
True.
Two clouds hit each other. But
I remember my younger cousin. I mean, I think it's also a thing for like little kids where like I remember we'd go over to our like aunt's house over the summer and we had a younger cousin there, and whenever it would like thunder or whatever, he'd be like, oh, like grandma told me that it was Ryan's bowling, which was like his older cousin or whatever, and it was to help kids not be afraid of something that they can't really like understand yet.
Yeah.
But also playful in the like Santa Claus realm of like, oh yeah, it's like your cousin bowling or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's not, you're not being like, oh well, when two clouds love each other, they start rubbing parts, and
two clouds fucking.
Then the stork brings down a thunderbolt.
See, now the Ryan bowling, that is a good lie because it's a very obvious lie to unlearn. It's like when you get to a certain point, call it 9 years old, and then somebody's like, dude, it's not your cousin bowling.
Yeah.
And then you're
he's
like,
on
okay.
the couch. He's
like,
not bowling right now.
He's literally not. He's right there.
You'd see him.
He's not. She didn't even go with like a dead relative of yours. They just went like with a living relative.
Yeah.
That's how thunderstorms happen. Your brother
lived at the house.
Yeah.
I think just one night he went out bowling or something. I don't know. It something happened.
But the two clouds, that's unbelievable. But also, I don't know.
I'm glad the video is back up. Everyone can see you just fucking twerking off your stress toy.
I always forget this is a bump.
Jimmy has just been even before the podcast started, he was like grabbing this little anal butt plug, just like gripping it like a stress toy.
It's no good, dude. I gotta get these away from my desk.
Which did make me think it'd be funny if there was a guy who thought sex toys were stress toys. Like, he went to the stress store the other day. I don't know, they all have those like ball gags for if you want to yell and don't want to be heard.
Yeah.
Get your steam out and all these cool stress logs.
That's a place I've never gone, is a sex store.
Yeah, I've never been to a sex store.
Anyway, I think yesterday I was actually fully planning on doing the podcast yesterday until I left the house, and I tried to drive to the gym because, like, I figure like I like getting it done, giving myself a day to edit the videos, put it out on Friday.
Yeah.
But then I left the house, and there was a part of me that was like, you know what America needs right now is a snow day. We need a snow day.
Yeah.
It's something magical about it that, like, when I saw the snow coming down, and, like, it just changes things up. Like, I went to the gym. I get to the gym at 1:45. I do my patented 35-minute fucking warm-up, which is really just stretching in a mirror. Mm-hmm. And then I walk out.
Podcast blasting on speaker.
Yeah, exactly. I walk out into the main floor ready to fucking go. And immediately this woman comes out and is like, gym's closing in 20 minutes. We got to close at 3. And I was like,
come on.
Damn. And then I remember being like mad in my head because they were saying you have 20
stretching.
Yeah.
I mean, you got 20 more minutes of stretching.
Yeah. I was mad because they, instead of being like you have 20 minutes to finish working out, they were like, we're closing in 20 minutes. You have to leave now so that we can clear the room. And I was like, well, how long, what do you mean? How long does it take to we'll just leave? Like, what are you talking about? It takes 20. You're not a restaurant. You don't have to clean down the fucking kitchen and shit and like wipe all the tables. I've never seen you wipe a machine, so I know you're not fucking doing that. So it's like, dude, let me fucking finish working out. But anyway, I leave, and then I go back to my apartment, and I use my apartment gym for the first time in like a year. And I go in there. There's another dude in there, and I was just like, I gave him one of these. I was like, which I was thinking about. I feel like when you do this is for like another like dude that you don't know. You're just like, but this is for like a dude you do know. You're like,
dude, you trying to hook up with?
Yeah.
Is that why so many gay dudes hit on you at the gym?
Yeah, dude, because I nod the wrong way for dudes. That's like dead giveaway.
Well, I mean, it's you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, because the hook up, but
go down,
then that's like you down.
Yeah, and then if you go side to side, you're like, no, I'm not straight.
You're like, no means yes.
No means yes. Go down, hook up.
Yes.
Yes, baby. So that guy's getting all kinds.
Strictly for gym dudes, though.
Yeah.
Dude on dude gym action.
So that guy's getting all kinds of mixed messages from me, and it's fine. It's fine. Then I'm working out, and I finish up my workout, and I was thinking, wow.
The front desk person comes in. The gym's closing in 20 minutes.
I'm just, God damn it.
I got stiff again. I'm still working up.
Yeah.
I'm working up to the workout. I'm stretching.
Guys, like, you want to come back to my
Goes
room
like
after?
my Keurig.
God damn it. So, and I remember in that moment thinking, wow, this is something I don't normally do. It puts you in a different, it changes up your day. Mm-hmm. And so then I go up and I'm like, oh, it's snowing. I'm going to make myself a hot chocolate. Never make myself a hot chocolate. I don't feel like you should ever make a hot chocolate.
To make hot chocolate?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was the first.
Not many people do.
In my first grocery trip, we got hot chocolate because we were like, we at my parents' house.
We'll crack into this one day.
We would always just have a box of hot chocolate that would be the same box for like 5 years sitting in our cabinet.
Yeah, same
and
here.
it's like you only, like, how many nights a year do you go, let's make some hot chocolate? You never do. Even though it's delicious.
Rarely.
I don't know why you don't do it every fucking day.
But it definitely was a snow day thing.
It's a snow day thing.
Hot chocolate is a snow day
So I thought about making it, and then I was like, 17 grams of sugar though, really, dude? It's not even snowing that much.
Yeah, they didn't have the light hot chocolate when you purchased that box.
They didn't have Swiss
3
Miss
years
Zero.
ago.
Swiss Miss. So instead I just drank 4 glasses of scotch, because that's healthier. That has way less
Cold
carbs.
chocolate.
Cold chocolate. It's like, dude, I can't drink one fucking cup of hot chocolate. Let me drink a bunch of scotch.
I get fucking drunk.
Yeah, because at least, exactly. It's a snow day, for God's sake.
I can't drink a hot chocolate. Might as well get fucking plastered. I'm watching my weight.
Get drunk enough to convince myself to
order
drink
food.
Yeah. Go puff more hot chocolate.
Go puff
and
more bacon, hot chocolate.
So I do all that, and then I start driving.
No.
Because in the snow, there's no rules.
I don't know.
It's already
a rule.
dangerous, dude.
It's very dangerous.
So I drive to the Seasons Pizza Christmas party. I wasn't wasted. I wasn't wasted.
I know.
I zapped up with a hot chocolate, and I got on the road.
Sobered up with the hot chocolate.
Got my mind back in gear. And I was literally felt like I was driving a boat. Driving well, But I love when it snows because it's just like it's the only time.
It's just different. It's like off-roading on the road.
It's the only time when it's perfectly acceptable to spin in a 360 on Joppa Road and just drive by a
Not on
cop and be
purpose.
like,
So what are you gonna do, dude?
"You think I'm drunk? Do you not see the snow?" And yeah,
It's
no
hot
rule.
chocolate, okay?
It's hot chocolate, baby. So yeah, and then I went to the Christmas party, and it was just a fun little wintry day and just revitalizing. And I remember thinking, everyone needed this. Everyone had the snow come down. It makes you change up your day a little bit. It forces you out of your routine, brings you back to that feeling you had when you were a little kid. And I sincerely hope that all the kids that are in Zoom school right now got the day off because of the snow.
True.
Because it would be the right thing to do.
Yeah.
It would be the right fucking thing to do. Give the kids a goddamn... They're not learning anything anyway on those fucking Zoom meetings. So just give them the fucking day off.
Yeah.
Let them go outside and play.
Yeah, they need that.
Yeah.
Let them outside, no mask.
No mask.
Let them dirty it up with all their friends. Send them back. Hey, send them back to other parents' houses. That's what I'm saying.
Hey,
Break bubbles.
Get them out of here. Speaking of masks and the gym, dude, I saw a guy at the gym today. I thought it was a fucking joke. He's wearing a mask, but he had the mouth cut out and both nose holes cut out.
What?
And I was like, I wanted to almost walk on through I was like, dude, that's fucking hilarious. I was
you
like,
fucking
that's
serious?
fucking awesome. I was
What
like, I
the
can't
fuck?
believe no one else is seeing this. Am I the only person seeing
That's
this?
insane.
I'm sitting there and like, oh my God, it was hilarious. I just wanted, I wanted to like be like, yo, can I take a picture of that, please? It's
Can I get
so
a picture with you?
fucking funny, dude. Like, that's awesome.
That's insane. You just have to be an insane person to do that.
It looked like he bought it that way too. Like it didn't look homemade. It looked like
so
it was
weird.
like hemmed, lined nose holes and mouth holes, like perfectly done. And I was like, that is fucking wild. So,
That's too much.
you know,
I don't know. Me and Joey were in Atlanta like
this is where the
Thursday
views
to
pour in, baby.
Thursday to Monday. Travel talk. But we're Atlanta is huge. I'll start off with that. It's like
A-Town down.
A-Town big.
A-Town big.
No, I don't know. It's just too big for me, dude. It's
Too
too big of a
big.
city. It's like how LA, people say, yeah, I'm in LA, but they're like 45 minutes from actual LA. Or like how people in Carroll County are like, yeah, I grew up in Baltimore.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you didn't.
Yeah. You
But-
grew up in fucking Eldersburg.
Technically, Atlanta, they're allowed to say that. But like everything, if you're on one side of Atlanta, furthest point, and you're trying to go to the other side, which we had to do like 3 times, it's like 2 hours.
What?
It's crazy. It's too big.
That's too big, dude.
It's too fucking big.
I didn't know it was that big. I thought
It's
Atlanta
too big
was...
and too much traffic. They got like 6-lane highways.
Do they have a
and it's like
beltway?
rush hour every other day.
Do they have beltway or do they have freeways?
I don't know, dude. You always fuck me up with this.
I was
one.
gonna say, I just asked the
You're
wrong person. this
setting me
question.
up for failure. I call everything the beltway.
You do, dude. Okay, so
But I think they have a beltway.
usually big cities don't have beltways because they're too big. So a beltway is a circle around.
There's
the city.
definitely, we hit like a highway that was like a semicircle. We didn't take it all the way around. I don't know if it goes all the way around, but we definitely hit a piece of the pie.
Okay. See, I could see them having like little semi beltways around certain portions, but like LA wouldn't have a beltway. That circle would be 100 million miles
Yeah.
wide, you know.
Yeah,
so they
yeah.
just have freeways. You get on the 405, you hop on the 2. I don't know any of them, but like I know the 405.
Yeah.
That's a big one. I think I've been on it. But so this place, I did not know Atlanta was that big. I
Atlanta's fucking big, dude. And it also might just be a misunderstanding for me too. But from what I experienced through GPS, it's pretty fucking big. The place we were shooting was like an hour outside of Atlanta, hour and a half probably. And weirdly enough, it wasn't called Atlanta. It was called Covington, I think. Which I thought was Covington Catholic at first, but I don't think so.
Jeez.
So it's like this kind of like suburby type town, kind of like cute all-American town.
Uh-huh.
It's used for a lot of like TV shows and stuff. Like
All
apparently,
American Town.
Like Friday Night Lights or something was shot there. Like Denzel Curry has like a quote unquote Hollywood plaque there.
Hell yeah.
So did like Tyler Perry and a couple things. Apparently, like the Accountant was shot there. The Ben Affleck, where he's like a retarded accountant assassin.
Oh yeah.
And then also the big one. Apparently, have you heard of Vampire Diaries?
Yes.
That was shot there.
Isn't that like new?
I don't know. I know it's on Netflix. I think it's been on for a while though.
Okay. When I said new, I meant like not from the 90s or something.
Definitely not from the 90s. Like late 2000s, early 20 teens. I don't know. But there is a ton of tourists in the town, like on tours. Like a lot of people no masks. A lot of people giving us looks because we were wearing masks.
Really?
Yeah, South is weird like that. South has been weird like that.
All American.
No one's saying shit, but also it's like, you know, I was in Walmart for like a half an hour in line,
No
just
mask?
like watching just weird looking people walking around in Walmart, no mask on.
That's wild.
There was a
Culture shock.
when I was in line, there's a woman in front of me in like a Rascal scooter cart, no mask. And it's like, you're already in a cart. Like, you have pre-existing conditions.
Yeah.
Come on. What are you doing? And then the person in front of them, they had a mask on and they had like a baby in their cart. But, you know, they're funny looking. They had like their sweatpants pulled up too high.
Yeah.
And you could see like their left butt cheek was like an A cup and their right butt cheek was like a C cup.
They were right-assed.
They were right-assed, dude. They were right-assed. And it was just like people of Walmart in real life. But the person in front of me, wheelchair Jimmy, no mask. It was a woman, but fucking
You get it.
no mask, fat as shit, sitting in the fucking stroller, the adult stroller, taking a picture of the woman's ass in front of her. Flash goes off. No one even fucking nudges. But it made me realize that, like, oh shit, people of Walmart take pictures of people of Walmart.
Yeah,
I always assumed it was like some normal, rational person like me being like, look at these fucking filthy. But no, it's like filthy animals. Like, it's like whenever like a photographer like takes a camera into the wild and like a fucking jaguar takes a picture of a fucking monkey or some shit. It's just fucking, dude, animals taking pictures of animals.
Holy shit. I would have never imagined that the right-ass guy would get a picture taken by the fucking wheelchair. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I did not know that's how it
Walmart
works.
is just a bunch of fucking weird people taking pictures of each other.
Now, were they wearing masks in the city of Atlanta more so? I would imagine it's probably the same everywhere. You get to the outskirts of town and it's just like, fuck.
I mean, it's interesting because it was like, you'd think in a town like that, they'd be like, because it was all like families and shit and like all like younger kids who you'd think would be like all masked up, but not really. But when you got into like main Atlanta, the percentage went up where it was definitely more people wearing masks than not in the places you'd think they would be.
I just blew cigarette ashes everywhere. My bad.
No, you're good.
You were there for how long? 2 days? 3 days?
Like 4 or 5 days. A lot of it was just spent like in the woods though and shit, like on this nature refuge. And it was freaky. On the last night there, we went to that Covington town to get dinner and then came back to our campsite, and we were the only ones there. It was like Saturday night, weekend. It was closed at dusk, so everyone's out of the park already. We're kind of staying in these like lodges by the Welcome Center, and it's behind a gate, so even when we came back, we had to like put in a key code to get through everything. And we pull back to our campsite, and it's like these 3 lodges. We're in the first one, and in the center of the parking lot is like a grass area with a fire pit. Dead black, dead everything, except when we pull back, there's a fire going in the fire pit.
Oh, hell yeah.
No.
Wait, why?
We're the only ones there. We're supposed to be the only ones there.
Oh shit!
And we pull back to like a lit ass fire.
Oh,
We're circling around in the car still, being like, "There's no cars here." When we left, there wasn't a fire going.
ooh.
And then we're like, "Fuck!" It's like we gotta get rid of some trash anyway. Let's continue circling around. Let's look for a dumpster. Let's not get out of the cars yet.
Holy shit!
And we finally dumped shit out. We looked in every single place a car could have been if anyone was there. No one was there. And we end up just like going to the fire pit, looking at it, being like, it doesn't look like like it was just straight up one log on a bunch of ashes, and it was just like one log burning.
Oh, jeez.
And I still don't even know what was going on.
So you don't
like,
know if anybody was
we just
there?
fucking I flipped the log and cracked it, so then like the fire went out. It was still just like burning ash or like burning embers, but yeah, we went back into our lodges and just locked all of our doors up tight.
Jesus, dude.
I don't know. We still don't know really what happened.
That's not good. I'm glad you're fucking back safe, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, that felt like some ghost shit or some serial killer shit.
Wow. I did a little traveling myself. We not really traveling. You've heard of Salem, Massachusetts. Everyone's heard of Salem, Massachusetts. Of course. Halloween capital of the world. Halloween capital of the world. But you've probably never heard of Salem, New Jersey. And for good reason. For good reason.
What are you up there for?
We picked up our puppy this week, dude.
Ooh.
For my mom. Not my puppy. It's my parents' puppy.
Yeah.
We got a little Brittany puppy,
Everyone's
7 weeks old.
getting puppies.
Everyone's doing it, dude. We did it as a surprise for my mom. So luckily, conveniently, Dom, my dad, and I have been painting at 6 a.m. every weekday.
Yeah.
Except this week. My dad's so fucking lazy sometimes. Like he's like, "Gosh, I don't fucking feel like going in today. We'll go back next week." Typical contractor.
Take a week off and just say we had another job.
Yeah, he'll text me, he'll call me, and just be like, "Jim, go up there and just paint the door." And I just like show up like that's what you always hear with contractors. You just show up, they do like one fucking thing and leave.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just me doing that, and like all the other contractors, like the electrician will show up randomly on like a Tuesday and fix like one outlet and leave.
Yeah.
I just show up and just like, "What's up, dude? Turn on my fucking podcasts, my podcast."
Yeah, the fucking guy who's paying for all that shit's like, why is this taking so long? We're not hitting any of the deadlines.
And the reason we're kind of getting held up by other things taking too long. We knocked out so much shit, and now it's like we can't even do so much shit until the rest of the guys catch up.
Well, they got to do all the shit behind the walls before you can paint them.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, all right, so we got to wait for that. So it's like been kind of cool. I haven't really done well. I had one shift this week, but anyway, we told my mom on Monday that he's gonna pick us up at 6. But instead of going to painting, we drove up to New Jersey with me, my brother, my dad, and my grandfather. Actually, we drove up and got the dog, brought it back, walked in to our house around 11 a.m. and surprised my mom. She cried and everything. It was pretty sweet. It was pretty sweet. She was super happy. And we had a debate the whole ride home over whether we were going to name her Athena or Zoe. I made a poll on Instagram. By the way, it's unreal how much attention you get with a puppy.
Yeah.
I put 2 stories. I put my dad walking up to the car when we first saw her. And then I took I took a lot of time taking the cutest possible picture. I got the cutest fucking picture.
Yeah.
And then I put the name there for the poll. And just, dude, I must have got like 28 DMs. DMs from girls I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Just girls being like, "Oh my God, stop." I'm just like, I'm getting a dog every day, dude. This is awesome. I can't believe this. I couldn't fucking believe it.
I thought I got a puppy, not a pussy magnet.
Pretty fucking much, dude. So we bring her back. I kind of want to like have her for the weekends just to like bring her around.
Just to
bring her around.
Get gash.
Get gash. That's a good one. So Athena was winning in the polls early.
Yeah.
And then I guess the fucking mail-in ballots came in, dude. Zoe pulled it out.
Damn.
Zoe pulled it. No. Sorry, reverse. Zoe was winning major big league in the beginning. Mail-in ballots come in. Athena pulls ahead. Athena winds up winning. We had already named her Zoe. Not that it had anything to do with my
your poll
yeah.
at all.
Yeah. like my
It's
mom
also
and
up to your
dad.
mom probably.
Yeah. I came back and I was like,
So the poll's kind of leaning towards Zoe now.
like a bunch of fucking random chicks in my Instagram story like Athena, mom, but I like Zoe, and then so we call her Zoe, which I'm glad. I like the name Zoe more.
Zoe's a good name.
I think Athena is just a little over the top, and Zoe is still a Greek name. It's a very simple Greek name, and I like that. But
and it's shorter. It'd be hard to be like Thena, or like what would you short it?
Thena.
Nah, come here. Come here. You're like, your neighbor, Jimmy, are you okay? No, I'm just calling my dog.
Just call my dog. And we trained her in Greek, so it would all sound fucking crazy. Ella! Grazie! Greek is Greek and German are both great command languages, dude.
Yeah. Well,
Sit.
Why do you think the German shepherds are always so trained?
Because they're being yelled
They
at.
used to be fucking yelled at so much that now some like pleasant white dude's like, all right, now sit. All right, shake. They're like, thank God, this is stress free.
So pleasant.
I know all these words.
Yeah.
This is sick.
You don't
I'm
even have to
smart.
be yelling in German to yell. You just speak German and
Speak
just,
regular.
Oh my gosh, calm down. Well, yeah, we got the dog. It's super cute, and I haven't seen her since we got it. She's like, there's a weird stage of puppiness where they're not even old enough to be like feisty yet. You know what I mean? Like there's just a wet towel basically. They just lay there, and you're like, in 2 weeks I'll come back when you're fucking fun. When you're fucking fun. So I'm waiting for that. And also at the Christmas party last night, one of my coworkers was like, "Hey, dude, I watched that No Ceilings episode." And I was like, the whole thing? He's like, "Yeah, dude." And I was like, oh, hell yeah. He saw like when I posted in my story, and then he decided to watch the whole episode, which is the plan.
That's the plan, dude.
And that, I tell you, that works. When I do those little clips and I post them as full videos in the story, I've gotten like that one got like, I think 7 people DMing us just being like, LOL, funny, blah, blah, blah. The first one where we did the fucking like workout sounds for sex, that one had like 12 people chiming in. And so I guess a lot of people, people are like, that was funny. I guess I'll fucking watch it. I'm bored. And he said, dude, it's really funny. Like I listened to the whole thing, blah, blah, blah. Only critique is you guys laugh at your own jokes too much. That's what he said. And I was like, well, I'm not. We're funny, dude.
How else
like,
are we gonna know it's funny?
Yeah, I know. We don't have a fucking laugh track,
Well, I mean, also it's just like, I don't know. Maybe people just don't know that we've known each other for so long.
Exactly.
And it's just kind of our dynamic anyway.
Yeah.
Outside of this,
it'd be weird if we weren't.
It'd be hard to
laughing, right?
Especially, I don't know. Also, we just like crack each other up.
Yeah, like if I exactly like if I said a fucking joke and you were just like, next thing I'd be like, all right, well fuck it then, dude. I guess that wasn't a good joke. You know, you gotta fucking laugh. So maybe we could laugh off mic.
We just be super angry
at
each other every day.
Fucking competition on who has better fucking jokes. Just no smiling, staring contest. I don't know. I'll take it into account. We could take it into account.
That's fair. I think that's fair.
That's a good, honestly, if you're going to get any critique, it's like basically you guys seem way too
much fucking fun
you
over
guys
there.
Enjoy this way too much. It's like, sorry, dude. Sorry you're used to listening to fucking boring podcasts where even the host doesn't find himself funny.
You're telling me Ira Glass on NPR doesn't just cut himself up every episode? Just cracking up today on NPR. Sorry, I can't do this. I can't say this with a straight face. A man landed 80 stories right on his penis. And it fit right into those little bowling ball holes on the manhole covers. Straight through.
Straight through.
Straight through. Can you believe that? Hole in one.
Hole in one. But seriously.
Rest in peace, Robert Matthews.
Rest in peace, Robert Matthews. Yeah, that's I don't know, dude. It's again, it's the best critique you can get, I think, and I'm just happy you fucking listen. I had something I was gonna say, So that's why I started speaking. But then I forgot. And now I'm just still speaking.
That's also dynamic,
aimlessly speaking. Maybe eventually I'll remember what I was going to say.
Perfect.
But probably not.
In the meantime, I'm trying to think of other stuff. So...
that real quick. That's what I was going to say.
Go ahead.
That's the problem. I need to wait to interrupt somebody.
Exactly.
I can't interrupt myself.
I'm too busy laughing.
As soon as you started speaking, I was like, no.
I'll take it from here.
Yeah. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you.
But anyway.
Thank you for reminding me.
It wasn't even important. I was just going to say that could be our fourth thing that we add on the list of life rules, where we have don't run with scissors, don't blow dry your hair in the shower, don't, what was the third one we had?
Right foot forward.
Put your right foot forward.
Yeah.
And don't laugh at your own jokes. That's something people say all the time.
Don't laugh at your
People
own
say that
jokes.
all the time, and I've always thought it was bullshit. I've always thought it was horseshit. I've always laughed at my own jokes. I've always done that. And I think sometimes it helps other people laugh at your jokes. Because a lot of the humor that I think we both do, unless we laugh at, like I do a lot of like sarcastic shit where if I didn't laugh at the end of it, people would be like, what a fucking dick.
Yeah, right.
You know,
exactly.
like I have to laugh at my own
yeah.
jokes. Or else people would hate me.
Yeah. Or like, yeah. Just to, like just someone asking me a question and I just bullshit the response.
Mm-hmm.
And I like seeing them take it seriously for a second and then I laugh. And then they know, oh, you're just fucking with me.
Yes. Bingo. All right. Sorry. Anyway, go on. That's our life rules.
No, I don't remember what I was talking about.
Do you need me to talk?
Start talking, dude.
All right. We have 4 so far. I'm going to think of like 7.
Wait. Okay, so I was in
Perfect.
Atlanta and I'm trying to think. I got some really good Vietnamese, I think it was Vietnamese food. I got a banh mi down there. That was bomb.
Banh mi is really fucking good.
Very fucking good.
Vietnamese sub, right? Sandwich.
Yeah, like the French roll. And it can't be like a baguette French roll. It can't be a hard roll. It's got to be fucking soft.
Yes.
But it definitely has like a hardness to the outside, but it's not like fucking like you can fucking knock on it like a door.
Which is what I think of when I think of French bread too. So
yeah,
they steam
well, I
it?
think of like baguette. Like I
Yes.
think of like a hard baguette. But yeah, I don't know. No, well, I think what they do is like they do steam it. They have like a bottom thing on the oven and they throw like ice cubes in it when they start cooking the bread. I think that's what happens.
The Asian cuisine. I wish you could still say Oriental. I feel like
Well, no, it's interesting. Apparently, the banh mi, I don't think it was like specifically invented in New Orleans, but it is there's a lot of like cultural significance to it there, just because it was a French colony, and then also after the Vietnam War, a lot of Vietnamese people went to New Orleans because like the climate is very similar to that of Vietnam, and you can grow some of the same stuff in both of those kind of like areas, and it's just like a familiar feel to it, like very kind of like swampy and marshy.
So the banh mi is actually an American Vietnamese food?
So I'm not sure 100%, but because like obviously New Orleans is like a French,
Yeah.
very influenced area, and Vietnamese people went over there, just like kind of like the cultures mixed, and they wanted to make these sandwiches, and they're like, oh, well, we got this fucking French bread lying around, like let's use this and put fucking pickled vegetables and a fried meat or whatever, or pate and whatever. And yeah, it's weird because it's like something so good like that couldn't have happened without cultures colliding and like
Yes. Cultural
making
diffusion.
like cultural diffusion, but also like fucking I don't get why people don't like that sometimes.
They don't like cultural diffusion.
Yeah, or like I mean I get like when I see like a fucking white dude running like a Japanese restaurant or like a Chinese restaurant, I'm like, all right, that's probably not gonna be the best.
Yeah.
But also, I don't get like the hate for it.
Yeah, I
Like
think
it's just like a personal preference thing for me, unless like you hear like, oh no, don't worry about it. Like he trained in fucking Hunan or some shit or like whatever. Like
yeah. I've never understood really how, like, I've never understood, because there is obviously a fine line between appropriation and diffusion. And I think some of the best things that, at least America in particular, because we are such a melting pot of cultures, so many of the things that have come out of, some of the best things come out of different cultures kind of putting their own little, like, swing on this idea. Like, you know, the Vietnamese bring over their type of meat and the pickled vegetables, and then they match with the French bread, and it makes this whole new, like, chicken tikka masala is my favorite, probably one of my top favorite just dishes of anything, of any cuisine ever. And it's a British and Indian combination. Like the masala was a thing in Indian cuisine, but then they melded it with the cream and other shit like that, and it became this whole other thing. And that's a perfect example of two cultures kind of bringing themselves to the table, and just like, and it's not done on purpose. It's just a natural occurrence. You know, people are around the same areas and they just kind of meld together. I've never personally understood it. Like, I've always found it to be flattering. You know, we've talked about it a billion times, but like when people, if I hear like a bouzouki in a song, like a Greek instrument in a song, or when I see people like on campus, like Greek life, and they all use the Greek letters and shit like that, it's like, that's cool. Like, I think it's cool that all these fucking 20-year-old retards at Towson University know the Greek alphabet. That's cool.
Yeah.
You know, it's cool. I'm sorry, not retards. My bad. I'm trying to be nice right now, and I can't. But you know what I mean. You know, I think when you have a culture that you're proud of, you want other people to embrace it, you know? And it's almost like, you know, I don't really, I think there's very few instances where the accusation of appropriation is appropriate.
Let's list them out. White dreadlocks.
I disagree with that. I totally disagree with that.
Hair dryer in the bathtub.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Like, why? Like, it's just, there's so many things. I feel like those are examples of things. There is a certain type of person that goes out of their way. You know how, like, most people, you walk through life and you see something and you're like, oh, that's cool. Like, you're programmed, I'm programmed, and most people, I think, are programmed to see something and see, like, the good in it. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, this fucking banh mi, isn't that cool that the French cuisine meshed with the Vietnamese cuisine, and it's this delicious thing that is now a part of New Orleans culture, and that the Vietnamese embrace it, the French embrace it, the American. It's like, we see the positive in that, whereas there's other people that will literally, like, their immediate reaction is to be like, well, fucking French colonizers took their idea and like, it's like, why do you think like that? Why do you, when you see a white guy wearing dreadlocks, is your immediate thought, he's fetishizing and profiting off of black culture and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, dude, he's just wearing fucking dreadlocks.
That guy has no money. Don't
worry. That guy has no money. He's tombstone. He's tombstone.
He's Tombstone Pizza and Nintendo, dude.
Yeah, he's going to a fucking, his favorite band is probably a band, like a fucking reggae band from Jamaica, black guys listening to. He's a fan of the culture.
Yeah, he's the only one not buying the bootleg from that dude.
Exactly.
He's their one sale on iTunes.
Yeah, dude. He's like, it's like, why do you look at there, and what it is there's people that are, they're called malcontents, and malcontent people are, they I don't know. It's the same culture that drives when people, I call it, there's like a game that people play, the woke game, where you find, it's not something happens, there's a pressing issue in society, and very many people are angry about it, and then you express that anger. It's not that. It's almost reverse. It's almost, there's a bunch of shit in society that if you wanted to, you could go through and go, and this thing right here, think about it. Yeah. And then go down.
It's like, remember that old game everyone used to play on Wikipedia where it was like 7 clicks to Hitler or whatever?
Yes.
And now it's just like, you're looking at a person and being like, all right, which one of these character traits can I pick to then go, all right, now he's the worst person on earth.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, you have white dreadlocks, so you're appropriating. If you're doing this, what else are you doing? I bet you say the N-word singing along with reggae shit.
Yeah, probably.
Whatever the rabbit hole is.
Yes. And they that's a good way of putting it. Seven degrees to a problem. And they will just look at any fucking thing and be like, I bet you I'm woke enough to find out why this is actually a terrible fucking thing. And then they'll go through the mental gymnastics. Well, actually, in 1747, these people were brought here, and then this was done, and then this song came out, but then this guy made a song on this. It's like, what are we even doing right now? No, everybody sees this thing. Nobody has a problem with it. You just made people have a problem with it. Now people are more pissed off. We weren't even pissed off before. Now we're pissed off. You just made the world a more negative place. Why? Because you get fucking points for being the guy who calls it out. You get the retweets when the other fucking idiots on Twitter see somebody tweet something and go, oh, that looks like it sounds like it could be right. And then all of a sudden, you're basically telling people to be offended. Like in terms of the Redskins thing, it's a great example because when they were polled in the 90s, I think it was something like under 10% of Native Americans polled in the 90s had a problem with it. It wasn't even until 20 years later, as press came out and more people started expressing it, then they polled again. It was like something like 90%. Yeah. And it's like, what happened in those 20 years that Native Americans, you're almost like being told to be offended by something. And it's like, why?
Yeah. I think for
the grievance industry,
a lot of people, it's almost like comedy in a way where like comedy is like a thing where like, if fucking, this is like a bad example, but like Cannibal Buress has that like flick the pickle juice on your sandwich joke or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like after that, a lot of people are probably like, oh, I'm going to flick pickle juice on my sandwich, or oh shit, I do that.
Yeah.
That same response, that same like, oh shit, like they think like that too.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of that, but not for laughter or relief or any of that type of thing. It's almost just like an outlet for an anger that you have in you already, and it's just redirecting it to that. It's like a lightning pole.
Yes.
For like negative emotions, and it doesn't even necessarily, you don't even have to like agree with whatever the person is saying on Twitter. It's just that you see that whatever they're dealing with is giving them like a anger response or a hurt response or whatever, and you're able to see a little bit of yourself in that. Mm-hmm. And then you get a little bit of that stress relief.
Yes.
Out of whatever.
Yes.
It could be that you fucking haven't had your job since March, or unemployment benefit cut off, or whatever the issue is at the time. But it's like, I think now in America and the world, like everyone has these burdens on their back, all this stress all the time, and there's no real active lane to get out of it, or like to get help, or like to do anything, because it's like, the government finally agreed on a fucking $600 stimulus check, and it's like, oh, okay, so the first one you gave us was $1,200, and that was like a month and a half into the pandemic. Everything was on lockdown. It's been fucking 4 months since that. Yeah. By your math, it's like, okay, so it probably should be like at least maybe double of the last one. But like, now let's do half. Let's do half of that.
The stimulus thing is a whole other fucking can of worms in and of itself. That pisses me off.
And it pisses everyone off. And then
that it even took so long
because of that. And there's not even like, there's nothing you can really do other than like, all right, everyone's got to vote again next time, but this time, really double check to make sure that candidate's good for you and they're going to work for you. And, maybe 4 years after that, we'll finally have the problem. Yeah. We'll be able to solve it. And it's like, no, there's nothing that you can do about it. So then you're going to get mad at fucking Billie Eilish for wearing a tank top instead of her baggy hoodie.
Yeah. Which I appreciate. How old is Billie Eilish? 18?
I don't know.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Anyway, No, it goes back to a conversation that I had with our good friend Scott Albrecht, who is just touched down in Baltimore.
Ooh.
And I think we should get him on next week's podcast, by the way.
I'm down for that.
For fucking sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, we were having a talk a couple years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago at this point. It was actually we were on a job with ATB. Whenever it was that we were at the office there, and we walked to some like sub shop or something.
Nice.
And on our lunch break, so we walked from your old office in by Union Brewing, and he was like, he had just bought a motorcycle, and he said, you know, it's crazy. Like ever since I got a motorcycle, I feel like there's like I'm noticing all these motorcycles everywhere, and I was like, yeah. What's interesting about that is that it's not like there are more motorcycles this week than there were last week. Your mind is, because it's something that you're aware of now, your mind is tuned into motorcycles, whereas you would see just as many last week, but you wouldn't have consciously registered or even given it a passing thought. Yeah. But now your mind is tuned into it, so now you're aware of it and now you're observing it. And that's an analogy for all of conscious perception. I look at our minds like antenna, like radio antenna. In that there are, when they talk about all the different realms of possibilities that exist, and they talk about multiple universes where there's a universe where we're having this exact same podcast except my face is upside down or something. You know how people say that shit?
We're
it's
straight
like
faced.
Yeah. Or
no
yeah.
laughs.
Yeah. Straight face. Exist all these different realities, just like right now I think I've talked about this before. I use the analogy of a radio, where when you're driving down the road listening to the radio, you tune your dial to a specific frequency, and it forces this little component in your radio to resonate at that frequency, which forces it to channel that frequency in the air through your speakers. Now, when I'm listening to 101.9 Light FM, doesn't mean that 106.5 Mix 106.5 isn't playing. It just means all those things exist. I'm tuned into 101.9, therefore that's what I'm listening to. All those motorcycles always existed. You didn't tune into that, and therefore you didn't even notice it. So when you have people that are constantly pointing out the bad in things, it says to me that their mind is tuned in to that side of reality. They are tuned into seeing the bad things. When I see a guy wearing dreadlocks, I think, oh, that's a guy who probably smokes a lot of weed, probably really into reggae music, probably really enjoys it. He's probably one of the most, like, if you were talking to him, he's probably the most anti-racist person you'd ever meet. He'd definitely be like one of those guys like, dude, fucking peace and love, bro. You know, like, that's what I think when I see a dreadlock guy, a white guy. But other people looking at the same guy would think this guy is fetishizing black culture and blah, blah, blah. And it's like to the same thing, but you're looking at it differently. I was watching Harold and Kumar a couple months ago at this point. Fucking, first of all, hilarious movie. Harold and Kumar, Guantanamo Bay. Hilarious movie. And what made it so funny is that in the 2000s, we didn't have this very touchy, sensitive culture around racial humor and things like that. And Harold and Kumar did it so well because they literally made fun of every single group. Like, they went out of their way to make fun of every single racial and ethnic group. I mean, and it was like I was high when I was watching it. I was just noticing like every new scene would be like a different race of people, and them just going through all the funny stereotypes. And so by the end of the movie, every single race got made fun of, and that's what made it great. And I'm watching this in my 2020 state of mind, where I'm constantly being bombarded with seeing people trying to tell me to see all the negative in things. And I could literally, I'm sure you've had this experience too, when you watch a movie from the 90s and all of a sudden you're like, wow, I never realized how homophobic that was. Wow, I never realized how racist this movie was. And it's like, people weren't necessarily thinking that way back then. It's not like it was just racist and homophobic and the culture just accepted it and said, yeah, we don't fucking care. It was that when you watch a movie like Harold and Kumar, yeah, it was racial humor. And people watched it and they saw the funny in it as opposed to seeing the bad in it.
Yeah. But also at the same time, too, it's like, looking back, it's like, oh, yeah, this is like a movie with two, like, brown leads.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like two white dudes going around doing all this shit. It's like
That's
them going through a drive-through and the guy saying special sauce is animal semen. It's like, it's just funny.
Yeah, that's why it works. That's why it worked then. That's why, and so as far as all that shit goes, I can't even relate to the people that think I can't because I don't think it's because I'm ignorant. I think it's because I am positive. I'm a positive person. And I think
positively racist.
Positively racist. The world is a better place when we're able to laugh at ourselves. The world is a better place when we're able to laugh at our own jokes.
Fuck you, dude.
Fuck you, dude.
Nah, psych.
I'm just kidding.
Nah, just kidding.
Thank you for listening.
Keep listening. I'm not trying to lose you.
We need you, bro.
Yeah, apparently in the hotel that we stayed in the last night in Atlanta, it had like one of the oldest strip clubs in the basement. It was not open. Surprisingly, though, we drove by a lot of strip clubs that were packed. And like, we drove by Magic City the first night we were there because we're like, we just gotta
Yeah.
Everyone talks about Magic City. It's
Really?
like the famous strip club in Atlanta.
Hell yeah. Did you go in?
No.
Ah.
But we drove by and it was like packed. And apparently the food there is really good, but also it's like, it looked packed. I didn't want to fucking go in there.
Well, I think strip clubs should have never been shut down because if you're going to a strip club, it's like, dude, I don't think anybody ever cared about diseases going in a fucking strip club.
The one time I went to like Scores with you and Sean and his like cousin or something, I legit remember getting sick the next day.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's
gotta be
a strip club, dude. It's probably dirty as hell.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, COVID, but also strip clubs have always been dirty and dangerous. And you were going to get sick.
And we didn't even
regardless.
do anything crazy. Like,
did any of us get a lap dance? I don't even think so.
None of us even got a lap dance. I think we got like a table dance at one point. But
I remember that one.
You guys were like talking to the girl about her tattoos. Like, what's this fish tattoo about?
Yeah.
I have a fish.
So
I like Batman. Is that a Batman tattoo? Yeah, I like Batman. Okay, yeah, my time's up.
I remember she actually knew one of the guys we were with, Sean's cousin. And no, it was Robbie's brother's birthday, and Robbie was there, who's Sean's cousin. They're obviously his brother's cousin too. But Robbie actually had gone to high school. Robbie went to Towson High School with us, but he was a senior when we were freshmen. And he went to school with one of the strippers there. That's why we were talking to her, because she went to Towson High. Class of 07.
She was currently enrolled at Towson High.
I love doxing people. I can't help but dox.
You didn't say her name.
No, I didn't. Look up the class of 07
though.
Yeah, look up Towson High class of 07 and put your finger on the person who looks most likely to be a future stripper. And I'm sure it was her. And the reason I'm saying that is because we had a perfectly nice conversation. And then Robbie, at the end of the night, goes, yeah, dude, she was saying, like, she thought you were fucking weird and a loser. And I was like, why?
Fair.
But why? And also, you're a fucking stripper. So, not taking anything away from strippers, but, like, you got a lot of balls to be a stripper and then
and also it's like,
openly
we
make fun of
definitely
me.
were not the weirdest people at this strip club, dude.
Not even close. We weren't weird at all. Were we weird?
I mean, if anything, we were just inexperienced in going to a strip club. Maybe we didn't like tip enough and we were weird in that way, or like, I don't even know.
I think
that was still like my first time going to a real strip club.
I think we were just kind of making, like you were saying, we were talking about our fucking tattoos and shit, and like I just remember thinking, like, again, I have nothing against strippers. I love strippers. If strippers didn't exist, then strip clubs wouldn't exist, and then we wouldn't even have this story. So it has nothing to do with strippers. I just think it's ballsy to be in that position, a position that is often lampooned in society, and then redirect that towards me, who did nothing to you. And also, I'm thinking, you know, this chick looks kind of like strung out or whatever. Looks like, you know, she's obviously got something going on, and like, I'm sure that me and my friends are 800 times cooler than what the past 5 dudes you've dated. No fucking question.
Yeah.
I would love to meet your ex-boyfriend. I would love to meet him.
Yeah. Well, 3 of them were the bouncers. And...
Exactly. Exactly. So fucking, you know, what the hell? What the hell? Meanwhile, I thought I was fucking killing it. I thought she loved me. That's really what I was mad about.
Yeah, dude. She was laughing at her own shit.
Yeah.
That's why we got confused.
I was like, no, bitch, you don't understand. We're fucking funny. We're fucking funny. We're drinking free Fireball, free Miller and Bud Light, and laughing at our own jokes. Because you should be too. So shouts out to the Penthouse in Baltimore, formerly known as Scores.
Yeah.
If you're still working there,
good riddance.
Good riddance. I hope they toss you out with the name.
Yeah, that was the only like real. I went to like Gold Club after a comedy show one time, just because the comedy show was at Gold Club, and that was just weird, just because it was like a prime night, and it wasn't prime people in there working. Yeah,
I don't imagine a strip club is ever really conducive to comedy. I don't know who came up with that idea, but probably Dark Mark.
Yeah. It was fun though. I mean,
I would imagine
it was
so.
Entertaining for sure.
I think we're due for another trip. I think you know, I'm gonna bite the bullet on this one and say that I will do the honors of doing all the classic bachelor party shit for my bachelor party, because I have a feeling that Scott's gonna want to do something more like West Coast woke, like let's fucking, you know, I don't know, something like not mainstream.
We're all gonna do fucking do shrooms and get kidnapped by a cult.
Yes, sounds fun, but you know, it's not exactly my first idea when I think about it. I told you that we're going to a cabin for yours.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know. I haven't thought about that shit.
I think I'm gonna bite the bullet and just be like, look, guys, we're all thinking it. We're all thinking it. We all want to do it.
Vegas.
Yeah.
I'll do the Vegas.
I'll do Vegas. I want to do like a beach one, like a beach town that's also like a party town. Like
okay. So you
Miami.
You're gonna get married twice.
I'm getting married twice. I'm gonna need
I'm getting married once just to do the Vegas one.
Yeah.
Divorcing that dummy.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to
off
Vegas.
To number 2.
I could see Mahedi doing Vegas.
Yeah, true.
I could see Mahedi like doing like
just
something
play
like
for play, The Hangover.
Yeah, yes. And I would be happy to do it. I've never been to Vegas, and you know, you got to do it eventually. I don't want to die and never have been to Vegas. It's like there's certain places you got to go to. It's like I'm not gonna watch every fucking Vegas movie for the rest of my life and be like, yeah, I live in that country. I never fucking been. Could have gone to Vegas, but none of my friends wanted to do anything cool for their bachelor party. So Mahedi will do that. I'll let him know. I'm gonna do like a beach town, and we can just do like all the classic shit, strippers, fucking, you know,
the classic shit.
The classic shit.
All of it.
Classic shit. Well, we'll fucking
and every single one of them, strippers.
We'll get big dick straws to drink our cocktail. That's a bachelorette party. We'll do all the classic bachelorette shit too.
Blowjob lessons.
Yeah, dude, we'll do all this shit, dude. And you guys
had a little pampered chef party.
Yeah, when I first bring it up, because you know, like especially like guys like Dan doesn't want to be the guy to do that, but you know, Dan would be like, hell yeah, dude. Like all of our more low key friends would be like, "This is an opportunity. I'm doing it for Jimmy. I'm doing it for Jimmy, Marissa.
Only doing it for Jimmy.
Only doing it for Jimmy. I gotta go to the strip club. He's getting married. He's getting fucking married. We gotta do it. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Step 1, get married. Step 2, get fucking lit.
Hell yeah. I think that's the last of the saying.
The 5 rules.
Yeah, the 5 rules.
I love it. Get married, get lit.
That's the last 2, I think.
It's a good way to live by.
Right foot forward. No hair dryer in the bathtub.
Don't run with scissors.
Get married, get lit.
And don't laugh at your own jokes.
Don't laugh at your own jokes. See you guys next week.
Peace.